Another unboxing video coming at you guys real quick. So this is the Evga 600 GD 600 watt gold power supply. Taking a quick look at the back of the box here. So this is a stable power supply with very low electrical ripple and noise. Provides up to 50 amps and 600 watts on the 12V rail. Has a Japanese main capacitor. Complete protections, OPP, OVP, SCP, OCP, and OTP. Low voltage regulation, an ultra quiet 120mm fan, and I do see some reviews saying that the fan does get quite a bit noisy when the power supply heats up. So we'll see how that comes into play later on down the line after we install the unit into my PC. So this does have compliance with the ATX 12V and V2.52 and EPS 12V specification, and this does come with a 5-year warranty. So let's go ahead and cut into this plastic and open up the box. Very beautiful packaging here. There's a quick manual, and it does have some very basic information of how to plug in your typical with the 24-pin ATX cable. You have your 4x4 cable to the motherboard for the CPU, and then all of your devices and peripherals and things like that. So let's see what's in here. So this is where all of the cabling is. You do get a basic bag over the 4 screws to install the unit into your case. Typical 3-prong cable here with the basic US plug here. And that's everything in the box there. Let's go and set this over here. And this is the actual power supply unit. Is right there. All right, and here is the power supply in all of its glory. So as you can see here, very nice matte black finish. I am seeing some little cutouts here for some bolts or something like that. Not sure what's going on there, but I'm sure that's not going to affect anything there. Of course, this is a non-modular power supply, so all your cables are going to be intact. I typically don't really go for modular power supplies, only because today's cases, everything's enclosed anyway, so you don't see these in the case. Everything's going to be nice and tidy and clean, regardless of if it was modular or not. You're not going to be able to see all these extra cables in there anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. Save a little bit of money in the process. As you can see here, here's the label on the side. So as you can see here, 600 GD is the model name. You have the 110 to 240V, and then everything here, you have combined 100, 600, and then output power 600 watts. 80 plus gold there. This is the back portion that you would see on the back of your case there. So pretty standard stuff. You have your 3-prong connector for your outlet, and then your on-off switch here. And it's pretty interesting that the label on this side is also mirrored on this side as well. So depending on your case layout, you will be able to see this right side up. And then popular with today's cases is having a power supply on the bottom of the case versus the top like the old-fashioned cases were. And in that case, everything is going to be sucked in through this 120mm fan here. As you can see here, this does have a very custom grill, and it looks sweet. And with it being in that type of install, the sticker will definitely be right side up. So if you have a case that has either a window or having the power supply exposed with the tempered glass or acrylic window, this will be right side up, which is going to be very nice. Unfortunately for me, my case has everything enclosed, so I'm not going to be able to see this anyways, but it's good to know that it has that in there. Should I change cases later and have a window or something like that, I'll be able to see the label nice and clear. There's the back. There is the bottom, 600 there. And let's go ahead and take a look at all these cables here. Comes with a very nice branded EVGA Velcro strap. And here are all of the cables. And as you can see here, all the cables have this very nice braided covering here. Keeps things nice and clean and tidy as well. Alright, now let's start with the main connector here. So this is the main ATX connector. As you can see here, there's two parts. It's a 20 pin plus a 4 pin, and that can be connected as well. In most of today's high-end motherboards, that's what you're going to be using. You then also have two of these VGA connectors, as you can see here. It's 3 and 2, so you can either have 6 and 6, 6 and 8, 8 and 8, and that's going to be whatever your graphics card uses. And here is the CPU connector to their motherboard, so you can either have 4 plus 4, total of 8, or just 1 4 at a time. And for the ATX, this is 600 millimeters in length. For the CPU, this is also 600 millimeters in length. For your two PCIe connectors, these are 550 millimeters in length. And then for your SATA connectors, you have 6 in total here, and these are actually the first 6 connectors that appear on these 2 wires. Then you have 3 of your 4-pin peripheral connectors, and then on the end of one of them is a connector for a floppy drive, if you still have one of those. Good to note that that still is existent on this power supply. So like I said, this is a non-modular power supply, so you're just going to have to basically conceal some of these cables that you're not going to be using, maybe zip tie them inside your chassis or anything like that, maybe route them to the back side of your panel where there's no window, and you can hide them there as well. Alright guys, and that's going to be summing up my unboxing of this EVGA 600 GD gold rated power supply. This is going to be replacing a Rosewill power supply unit. I'm not really having any issues with it, but I just saw this on sale, so thought I'd pick it up. Thought it was a really nice addition to my rig, and it's going to hopefully provide me some very solid power. As usual guys, please like and subscribe, comment as usual, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.